Oh my gosh.
Here she is. We're up here camping in the Teardrop. This is the first time that we've ever brought the Teardrop out. So for the past 10 years or so, my wife and I have taken my grandpa's Teardrop trailer, which was built in like the 1980s, I believe. What I'm hoping to do is to fish a bunch of lakes that are around here, get them checked off of my list, and then we're gonna go to a separate spot tomorrow and try some stream fishing. But we're at this beautiful meadow lake, and hopefully there's fish in it. Come on, get out. Oh, dang it, that was first catch. From watching this clip, you guys are probably able to determine how well the fishing was actually going. After trying dry flies, nymphs, and leeches, there was nothing in this lake for over 2 hours that surfaced. So I did what I do best in those scenarios, and I went for a swim in the lake. After the fishing absolutely kicked my butt, we called it quits a little bit early and came over to make some elk burgers and some hamburgers with some friends who met us at the lake for dinner. I really enjoyed cooking off of this Discada mount on the Teardrop trailer. It's just hooked to a little propane tank, and it was really easy to cook off of it. We had the table that attached to the side as well. We tried one more shot to go over and catch some fish because they were surfacing all over the lake, but once again, there was not anything in my fly box that they wanted. And when we saw our wives and kids coming towards us, I knew that that was the end of fishing for the night, which, to be honest with you, didn't really bother me that much because it was terrible. The only thing that would have made this spot better is if we would have caught some fish. So I missed 3, and I saw 5 other people fishing here today for about 3 hours, and they only landed 1. So I know there's fish in the lake, but they're being a little bit picky. So tonight we're gonna sleep here in the Teardrop. We've got camp set up. I might do a time lapse. I'm hesitant to do a time lapse where I normally would. I'd put the camera on the tripod right next to the lake, but there's cows all over the lake shore here, and I don't want to wake up to my camera and tripod smashed into the mud. But if I can find a good spot where they won't get run over by the cows, I'll set it up because the Milky Way will be right up over here. Just as I was getting ready to set the camera out for a time lapse, I had the thought that I should point the camera up to the north, which is something I don't normally do with the Milky Way as it's at the southern point of the horizon this time of the year. If any of you guys saw any pictures of the aurora out of Utah, Idaho, or Wyoming last week, this was that same night. So had I pointed the camera up to the north, there was a pretty high chance that I would have got some video footage or some photographs of the aurora. But it did end up raining for quite a bit that night, and I didn't want to ruin my camera anyway, so I didn't end up putting it out. There she is. Swim away. That's a beautiful fish.
Oh my gosh.
Flies are expensive nowadays. You gotta get every one. I have to save all of my money with the flies because earlier this morning the tip of my fly rod got crushed. I'm missing the whole top section, so that means I'll be buying the new top section, which means you have to go up the tree for the flies. Look, there's a fish, look! Are you kidding me? Wow. You see the fish? You see it?
Put your foot in the water, honey.
Originally, we had planned on staying Monday night or tonight, but it's 4:30 and I know from watching the weather forecast yesterday that the rest of the evening is supposed to be a complete washout, and the idea of spending from 4:30 to 8:30 back there in the Teardrop with Jaden without Mickey Mouse Clubhouse seems a little overwhelming. There was some lightning right there. This whole basin is just rocking and shaking, so we're gonna head out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different than the normal just day trip fishing ones that I do, but it's fun to get out with family and see different places. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.